again. Today's tutorial was meant to be a Banshee, but I think it got lost on the way to Scream School. But hey, keep watching and you might learn something from my mistakes. Let's get to it. Starting off with Ben Nye Clown White, I'm using a very packed brush to stipple it on. We ain't going for a smooth white base here. Just pale yourself out with some texture. Do that all over where your skin is going to be visible. I didn't stipple this in my mouth area as I wanted that big old mouth you saw at the start of this video. Then I started outlining where the Scream wrinkles were gonna go and the mouth. I'd skip this step if you want, I ended up having to redo this later. Do outline the mouth if you are so inclined. I personally wouldn't go out in this kind of mouth. It's hard to get right, and even then it looks good at only one angle for one set of focal lengths. E.g., my camera lens has a different focal length than my eye, so though my eye tells me the mouth is lined up, when I look in the viewfinder, it isn't. Such is life, I guess. Then I kind of wanted this look to be more than just white and grey, so I stippled on some yellow, greens and greys with a fan brush all over. Then I am going in with green and adding some guidelines for the eyes. I was going for like a kind of cracked, floating skin, as I originally wanted the mouth and eyes to glow red, but I quickly realised the shadow of my jaw wasn't going to allow that. So I used green instead of orange, and it turned kind of reptillian. Which ain't necessarily a bad thing. I liked the eyes, though they might be better suited for other characters. In short, I added the biggest cracked floating skin bits around my eyes, making sure the closest ones to the eyes have big gaps of green between them. And as they get further out, the green gaps become smaller and the skin pieces also become smaller. When I get very far out, I just do kind of vein-like patterns with the green and crisscross and overlap them, so I get really tiny bits of flaky skin texture. Then I wanted this a little less reptile, and I also wanted a little more colour in the look, so I added some purple in some of the green sections. Then I went back in and redefined some of those screen lines and contoured a little. And this muddied up the design, as I may have been using a slightly too big brush with too much product on it. So then I went back in with the white-yellow mix to add that stipple texture back again. And then with a white and yellow mix, I outlined those scales that had been muddled. This really made some of them pop, so even if you didn't muddy them, I would go outline some of them or just shade the middle of them so it looks like their edges are highlighted. Then I filled my teeth with yellow and filled the mouth with red. I would recommend filling around the teeth with black and then fading it to red so you don't have to shade like I did. I used black eyeshadow and shaded all around the lips and tried to shade between the teeth, failed, so then I went back over the teeth with yellow later, and I shaded the ridges in the mouth. I also added lip lines with the same shadow to my fake lips. And I added some highlights to my fake lips, and also highlights to the ridges in the mouth. I added white dots to the tongue to simulate those taste buddy things on your tongue. Then I lined my eyes with black, popped on a costume and a ratty cheap wig you saw in the Ghostbuster tutorial, and that was it for me. I was really just over this mouth and couldn't be bothered fixing it. If you want to be a Banshee for Halloween, skip it. Especially because as soon as you open your mouth to talk, eat or breathe, or move your head slightly from optimum angle, the illusion is gone. I think I will probably make a proper Banshee tutorial in the future with some kind of prosthetic mouth probably. But still, thanks for watching guys. I will see you tomorrow for more Pigeon Pie Toba. Stay classy peeps.